They say speed is a drug. For some, it is a thrill. For others, it is a career. But for Greg Biffle, speed was life. He lived his entire existence at 200 miles per hour, dodging death on the asphalt tracks of Daytona and Darlington. But today, the racing world is standing still. The engines are silent. The flags are at half-mast. Because the man who mastered the ground was betrayed by the sky. Breaking news has confirmed that NASCAR legend Greg Biffle is dead. It wasn't a car crash. It wasn't a heart attack. It was a catastrophic failure thousands of feet in the air. Reports confirm that Biffle, along with his wife Cristina and their young son Ryder, perished in a private plane crash just hours ago. In a single moment, an entire legacy was wiped off the face of the earth. But we are not here just to read the news. We are here to decode the life of a man who was built different. Who was Greg Biffle? To the new generation, he might just be a name in the history books. But ask anyone who watched racing in the 2000s. They will tell you about the Biff. He wasn't your typical polished driver. He was gritty. He was aggressive. He was the first driver in history to win championships in both the Craftsman Truck Series and the Busch Series. He was a triple threat. When Greg Biffle was behind the wheel of that number 16 Ford Fusion, you didn't just watch a race. You watched a war. He fought for every inch. He drove like he had nothing to lose. He survived wrecks that should have killed him. He walked away from flaming cars that looked like twisted metal coffins. He was invincible on the track. And that is the cruel irony of today. A man who spent decades cheating death at high speeds, surrounded by fire and steel, died in the silence of the clouds. Now, let's talk about the uncomfortable truth. The masala that no one wants to discuss openly yet. Why do legends always die in the air? Kobe Bryant, Payne Stewart, Davey Allison, and now Greg Biffle. Private aviation is supposed to be the safest way to travel for the elite. Greg was an experienced pilot. He loved flying. He owned the plane. He knew that machine inside out, just like he knew his race cars. So, what went wrong? Was it a mechanical failure? Did the weather turn against him? Or is there something more terrifying about the machines we trust with our lives? Investigators are currently combing through the wreckage, but early reports suggest a sudden loss of communication. 1 minute they were there on the radar, and the next, gone. Just silence. This tragedy hits harder because it wasn't just him. It was his family. His wife, Cristina. His son, Ryder. A bloodline, extinguished in seconds. It reminds us of the fragility of life. You can have millions of dollars, you can have world championships, you can be a hero to millions of fans. But when gravity decides to take over, no amount of skill can save you. Greg Biffle spent his life chasing the checkered flag. He wanted to cross the line first, every single time. Today, he crossed a line that none of us can return from. The garages are empty. The number 16 car is retired forever. But the roar of his engine will echo in the memories of every NASCAR fan for generations. Greg Biffle proved that you can come from nowhere and become a king. But his death teaches us a harsher lesson. No matter how fast you drive, you cannot outrun fate. Rest in speed, Greg. The track is yours now. This is the Decode Factory. Signing off,